AnnyeongBuzz. Welcome back to the channel where we talk all things K-pop, beauty, lifestyle, and everything that keeps the fandom glowing. Literally. Today we're diving into something that many of you have been asking about. How do K-pop idols keep their skin so flawless? Like seriously, how do they manage to look that radiant after hours of performing under bright lights, wearing heavy makeup, and barely getting enough sleep? Well, today's spotlight is on none other than Twice leader, Jihyo, and her surprisingly simple nighttime skincare routine. Now, before you grab your notebooks or your skincare shelfies, let me just say this. Jihyo's routine is not as complicated as you might think. In fact, it's refreshingly simple. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it today. Because in a world where we're bombarded with 10-step routines and product overload, hearing that one of K-pop's top idols keeps it basic is honestly a breath of fresh air. So, according to an interview with Allure magazine, Jihyo said that her nighttime skincare routine only has 3 steps. 3! When she said that, fans were shocked because many people assumed idols use a mountain of products. But Jihyo clarified that she doesn't count the cleansing steps as part of her main skincare process. So technically, her full routine has 7 steps, but even then, it's still very manageable. And the best part? It's all about keeping her skin clean, calm, and hydrated. Let's break it down. Her first step is removing her mascara and eyeliner using a specific eye makeup remover. That's really important, especially for idols like her who wear waterproof makeup on stage. Eye makeup removers are usually gentler and prevent unnecessary tugging on the delicate eye area. The fact that she starts with this shows how mindful she is about protecting her skin. Then comes step 2, using a cleansing milk for dry skin. Now this is where it gets interesting. Most people, especially those following Korean skincare, are used to using oil-based cleansers as the first step of double cleansing. But Jihyo prefers cleansing milk because she believes it's gentler and less likely to cause irritation. And honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Cleansing milks tend to be softer and hydrating, which fits perfectly for someone with a busy lifestyle and sensitive skin from heavy makeup use. After that, she goes for a water-based cleanser. That's her third and final cleansing step. So basically, her cleansing routine is a triple cleanse, not because she's extra, but because she understands that proper cleansing is key to clear, glowing skin. Think about it. As an idol, she spends long hours under harsh lighting, performing on stage, and probably sweating through makeup. So removing every trace of product and pollution is essential. Then we move into the moisturizing steps, which Jihyo keeps simple but powerful. She uses toner, essence, moisturizer, and finally face oil. 4 steps, that's it. But it's the combination that matters. Each step focuses on restoring moisture, calming the skin, and creating a barrier to keep it hydrated overnight. Now here's the part that got fans curious. What products does she actually use? Unfortunately, that's classified. Most K-pop idols aren't allowed to reveal their skincare brands publicly unless it's a sponsorship. But even without knowing the specific products, we can still take notes from her technique and approach. And honestly, I love how grounded her mindset is. In an era where beauty influencers promote 20 different serums, Jihyo reminds us that consistency and gentle care often beat complexity. You don't need to own an entire vanity of skincare to have healthy skin. What matters more is understanding what your skin actually needs, and that's something Jihyo clearly practices. Now let's pause for a second. I want to ask you guys, how many steps are in your nighttime routine? Are you a minimalist like Jihyo, or are you more of a 10-step skincare warrior? Be honest. Personally, I've tried both extremes. There was a time I used to layer serums like it was an Olympic sport. But eventually, I realized that sometimes less really is more, and Jihyo's approach totally reinforces that idea. Let's also talk about why nighttime skincare is so important, because it's not just about washing your face and applying some cream, it's about helping your skin repair itself after a long day. During the day, your skin battles pollution, makeup, and sunlight. But at night, your skin switches to recovery mode. This is when your cells renew themselves. So if you're skipping your nighttime routine, you're basically missing out on your skin's natural healing time. According to dermatologist Parvane Rafaelov from La Jolie Medi Spa, nighttime skincare actually works better because there are no environmental stressors. No sun, no dust, no makeup. So the products can really penetrate and do their job. That's why even a simple routine, if done right, can make a huge difference. And that's what I love about Jihyo's method. It's not overly fancy, but it's effective because it aligns with what your skin naturally needs. Think of it this way. Cleansing removes the dirt, toning balances your skin's pH, essence and moisturizer hydrate, and the face oil seals everything in. That's skincare logic at its finest. But let's be real. One of the biggest reasons people admire idols like Jihyo isn't just because of their flawless skin. It's because they make it look effortless. There's something about seeing a superstar keep things simple that makes fans feel more connected. Like, oh, she's just like us. She washes her face and uses moisturizer too. It humanizes her in a way, and I think that's really beautiful. Now let's discuss something deeper. The K-pop beauty pressure. Fans often idolize how perfect idols look, but sometimes forget how much work and discipline goes into that. Jihyo, being open about her routine, gives us a peek behind that curtain. It shows that her glow isn't just from expensive products, it's from dedication and self-care. And that's the kind of message we need more of in the beauty world. I remember reading fan comments under that Allure interview. Many said they felt relieved that Jihyo's routine wasn't extreme. It made skincare feel more achievable. One comment even said, "I thought I needed 10 steps to have good skin, but now I feel okay doing 4 or 5. That's the power of influence when used positively. And honestly, this is where I want to hear your opinions too. Do you think K-pop idols should share more about their real skincare habits? Or does keeping it private add to their mystique? I personally love it when they open up because it helps break unrealistic standards. But I get that privacy is also important, especially when fans can get a little too intense about copying every single detail. Let's also not forget the role of genetics, diet, and lifestyle. Skincare isn't magic. What works for Jihyo might not work for everyone. She probably also maintains her skin by staying hydrated, eating balanced meals, and getting professional care when needed. So if you're watching this and thinking, why doesn't my skin look like hers even though I do the same steps? Don't be discouraged. Everyone's skin is different. The key is consistency and patience. Another thing that stands out about Jihyo is how confident she's become in her natural look. If you've noticed in recent Twice content, she often appears with minimal makeup or fresh face looks, especially during vlogs or behind-the-scenes videos. That confidence comes from taking care of her skin regularly. You can tell she's comfortable in her own skin, literally and emotionally, and that's something we can all learn from. Also, let's give credit where it's due. The Twice members in general are known for being skincare savvy. Each of them has different routines that fit their skin type. But Jihyo being the leader and sharing her personal steps just hits differently. It feels like a big sister sharing her tips rather than a celebrity giving instructions. Now, let's imagine something fun. If Jihyo were to release her own skincare brand one day, what do you think it would look like? I bet it would be clean, minimal, maybe focused on hydration and balance rather than heavy actives. Something you could use daily without worrying about irritation. I'd totally buy that. What about you guys? Would you try a Jihyo glow line if it existed? But beyond the products, what I really appreciate about this story is how it reminds us that beauty isn't about doing the most. It's about doing what works for you. Jihyo's skincare routine might not be revolutionary, but her mindset is. She's proof that being consistent with simple steps can give you better results than constantly chasing trends. So if you're someone who's overwhelmed by skincare routines online, take this as your sign to simplify. Focus on cleansing properly, hydrating deeply, and protecting your skin barrier. You don't need 10 different serums. You just need to treat your skin kindly, just like Jihyo does. And one more thing, I love that she includes face oil in her final step. That's a tip not everyone talks about. Face oils can really lock in moisture and give that dewy finish without feeling greasy, especially if you use the right kind. It's probably one of the reasons her skin always looks so radiant on camera. By the way, did you notice how Jihyo always has that healthy glow even without heavy makeup? That's the result of long-term skincare consistency. It's not an overnight miracle. It's discipline, and that's something we can all take inspiration from. So, Buzz fam, let's make this interactive. I want you to share in the comments what your own nighttime skincare routine looks like. Do you double cleanse? Do you use toner or skip it? Are you into minimal skincare or layering products like a pro? Let's talk about it, because everyone's skincare story is unique. And who knows, maybe we'll all learn something new from each other. Personally, after learning about Jihyo's approach, I've been more mindful about not overdoing it. It's tempting to try every new product, but at the end of the day, what your skin really needs is consistency and care, not chaos. And you know what's funny? Even though Jihyo says her routine is simple, it's still rooted in Korean skincare philosophy. Cleanse thoroughly, hydrate deeply, and seal it in. It's balanced, it's smart, and it clearly works for her. To wrap it all up, Jihyo's skincare routine isn't just about beauty. It's about mindset. It's about finding balance, trusting your skin, and taking care of yourself at the end of a long day. She might be one of the biggest idols in the world, but at night, she's just like any of us. Standing in front of the mirror, cleansing off the day, and taking a few moments to recharge. And that's why this story resonates so much. Because it's not just about twice as Jihyo the performer. It's about Jihyo the person. Someone who values simplicity, care, and self-love. So Buzz fam, what do you think? Does this make you want to simplify your routine too? Or are you still loyal to your 10-step skincare grind? Share your thoughts in the comments, because I love reading your takes. And who knows, maybe I'll try some of your methods next. That's it for today's deep dive into Jihyo's nighttime skincare secrets. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow once or skincare lovers. This is AnnyeongBuzz, signing off with one reminder. Your glow doesn't come from how many products you use, but from how much you care for yourself. Until next time, keep glowing and keep buzzing.